there comes a point where everything begins to feel heavier. Not in a negative way, but in a meaningful one. Because now every stream carries weight, every decision has consequence, and you start to realize that you are no longer experimenting in isolation. You are building something that people are emotionally investing in, and that realization changes how you approach every second you spend live. At this stage, you begin to see attention as something that must be earned repeatedly, not assumed. Because even your most loyal viewers can drift if the experience loses its edge. And maintaining that edge requires awareness, adaptation, and a willingness to evolve without losing your core identity. You start refining your openings with precision, understanding that the first impression is no longer just about grabbing attention, but about reaffirming trust, because returning viewers already have expectations, and meeting those expectations instantly strengthens retention. There's also a deeper control over your narrative because instead of letting the stream unfold randomly, you begin to guide it with intention, creating a sense of direction that keeps viewers engaged not just in the present moment, but in what's coming next. You begin to recognize micro-moments, those small shifts in tone, energy, or interaction that either strengthen or weaken engagement. And mastering these micro-moments becomes one of your most powerful tools. Your interaction with chat becomes more selective and impactful, because instead of trying to respond to everything, you focus on what adds value, what moves the conversation forward, and what enhances the overall experience. There's a growing awareness of emotional balance, because too much intensity can exhaust viewers, while too little can bore them. And finding that balance keeps your stream dynamic and sustainable. You also start to see the importance of positioning, because how you present yourself, your tone, your confidence, your clarity, affects how your audience perceives your value, and perception often determines engagement. Monetization now feels like a reflection of your ecosystem rather than a separate goal. Because when your stream is engaging, valuable, and consistent, support becomes a natural extension of the experience. You begin to understand that loyalty is built through repetition, through showing up consistently, delivering value, and reinforcing the connection over time. And this repetition strengthens your audience base. There's also a deeper sense of responsibility, because your words, your reactions, your presence influence how people feel during your stream. And managing that influence becomes part of your role as a creator. You refine your ability to recover from dips in energy, because every stream has moments where attention drops, and knowing how to rebuild momentum quickly becomes a key skill. Your confidence now allows you to take more creative risks, trying new approaches, testing different formats, and expanding your content without fear of losing your foundation. You begin to see your stream as a living system, something that evolves with every session, shaped by both your actions and your audience's responses. There's a stronger awareness of long-term growth because you understand that what you build today contributes to what you become tomorrow. And this perspective influences your decisions. You also learn to filter feedback more effectively, recognizing which suggestions align with your vision and which ones distract from it. Your pacing becomes more intentional, because you know when to slow down for emphasis and when to accelerate to maintain energy. There's a deeper connection forming between you and your audience, built on familiarity, trust, and shared experience over time. You begin to recognize the importance of consistency in tone and delivery, because it creates a sense of reliability that viewers appreciate. Your stream starts to feel more polished without losing its authenticity, balancing professionalism with realness. You also develop a stronger sense of timing in your interactions, knowing when to engage deeply and when to move forward. There's a growing understanding that growth is not just about numbers, but about the quality of engagement and connection. You begin to operate with more clarity, making decisions that align with your long-term vision rather than short-term gains. And in this clarity, your stream becomes more than just a live session. It becomes an experience that people look forward to, something that holds their attention not by chance, but by design.